That was a bit of a smash and grab, wasn't it? I think.
It
was,
was, it was. I think going into the game there, I think especially after the way we played against Chelsea, I was expecting us to give it something, so I wasn't too surprised. But
yeah, I think
yourself?
when I saw the lineup, I was a little bit, I don't know, hesitant. I think
Yeah,
I said
I
to
think
you, I saw the defenders and
yeah,
thought it was a strong defensive lineup, and then I sort of saw the midfielders and thought, not too sure on this,
yeah.
but
What particular midfield did you see?
Big Walt. I was just-
Yeah, I was the same. I think to be fair to Amadeo, I don't think he played too bad.
no, he did it. I think everyone just did their job.
They
That was
did,
like
did.
Willock was really good. Gordon was really good. I think it was
Yeah,
just a solid all round performance.
think it was. I think we were better defensively than we were attacking. I'd say that. I think that Malik Chow, absolutely fantastic today. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure who actually got man of the match, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was him. I think he was just amazing today.
Well, I think the whole back four, as I was going to say, the thing
Yeah, good
that's
having
like our
Dino back.
strongest. It's our strongest back four, and it just shows how much more solid we are when you have that back four there. Uh,
Yeah,
Chelsea were a little bit like watching us at home sometimes when it was just like pass round the side of the pitch, round to the other side of the pitch. No one shooting, no one crossing. It was just like
oh, I noticed that in
I
the
was looking
game
at the
that even their
stats
fans,
doing the same. Yeah, I noticed
yeah, the
in
fans
on the
were
stats
fuming.
they've they did double the amount of passes we did.
Yeah, I
They did
mean,
600 odd.
yeah, I mean, it was mad because even their fans. I mean, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but even I was thinking, cross the ball. It's
Yeah,
like
or
it was
or
Reece. It
shoot.
was oh shoot, yeah. I mean, Reece James was good today, but it was just he's probably one of the best crossers in the league, and you just think, just cross the ball, mate. It's like he was constantly bringing it back to Enzo, who was pushing it back out to James, who was giving it to Caicedo, who was going out wide to Garnacho, who was then coming back in. Um, it was a just rinse and repeat through the whole game, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've been very critical of Howe and how he's set up in the past, and I think
Yeah,
it showed today, like that it was a different game plan. Like
yeah,
we went in with the like let's frustrate them, and
hmm
then like I think like I've said many times before that let teams attack us. So the kind of tactic was let them have the ball,
yeah,
hit them with pace on the break. It was just like and defend solidly and let them have the ball out wide because if they want to cross it in, they don't have a striker that's going to beat Chow or Botman in the air. So it's like
yeah.
let them have it out wide. When it comes inside, then press them as hard as you can. It was like a proper, really good game plan. Like worked
It
well.
was, especially having, like you mentioned before, our best defense. It'll work when we have our best defense because we it showed today. I mean, when Chelsea were shooting, we were just blocking it. I can't really remember Ramsdale making a save today, particularly. I
Yeah,
think it
the,
was mainly Chow or Botman blocking the shots. Hall and Livramento getting the ball away.
yeah. Reece James had a good free kick at the end, didn't he, which hit the
Yeah,
post. But
Jesus. I mean, it was he's brilliant set piece taker, Reece James. He has been for years. But yeah, I mean that was probably the only worry really. Hit the post, didn't it? Swerved as well.
yeah,
But other
outside of
than
that,
that,
there weren't really much, was there at
I
all?
can't really remember Chelsea having a chance.
No, no. It was one of them ones like I said, what we've been in plenty of times when you kind of come away from the game and you're like had all the ball and just did fuck all with it. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I think that I think that what we did really well as well is we did well on the counter today as well. Especially a player I've criticised, Willock. I think he was brilliant at just
well, I think
getting the
he's
ball. What are you going to
yeah,
say? Sorry.
he's back. He's back to like what he was before. When he just like all legs, fitness, running. I
Yeah,
think it's like he's now sort of what maybe 8, 10 games back from injury, like getting and actually like not 5 minutes here and there. He's getting 60, 70 minutes, most weeks
yeah,
in certain games. It's just getting him his fitness back and he starts to look back to, obviously he's gone off today with a bit of a knock. You just have to hope that that isn't now
yeah.
something that keeps him out for 3 weeks and then we're back at square one again. But yeah, I think he was class today.
Yeah, he was. I mean, Gordon as well. Like, I think Willock was the one who was making the attempts to bring it upfield, and Gordon was the one who was actually running at the defence today, which it, this
Well,
season we've
I think,
criticised a lot of Gordon not actually doing that when you know he's good at doing that.
yeah, I think as well he like he was going in behind, and that was like
Yeah,
forcing Chelsea to drop off, and then it was leaving the gaps for Willock to get into and stuff, wasn't it? So I think it was just all
yeah. Well,
round.
it was Willock's assist for Gordon's goal, wasn't it? So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, what
they
the fuck
both.
with where was the Chelsea defence?
I don't know, brilliant ball by Tino, but I mean,
Was it? It
it
was
was
like a great ball,
non-existent.
but it was like you didn't need to. It was like there was just a big open gap to pass the ball into. I
Yeah,
was just like, what are they
easiest
doing?
goal I
Like,
think we've scored this season.
yeah,
But
yeah,
even that, but even that, when you seen Gordon, I thought, Jesus, that was he's literally just inside the post with that finish as well. I was
yeah,
thinking,
I know.
but
I
yeah,
think
he did well.
it's shown as well that probably that Gordon's our best option up front, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, which
I
to be
think
fair, a
he's
lot
our
of us this
best.
season have criticised that and just said, why is he starting Gordon up front for this season? But I think it proves why we're not the manager.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just shown that like if we have a lot of the ball, we need to press and try win it higher up. And if we're defending like we did today against, teams higher than us in the table, then sometimes you'd obviously need that pace on the break. Um, so I think it's the best solution. And I think obviously if we could have that back four, you start feeling confident that you can probably beat any team in the league with that back
Yeah,
four, irrelevant of what's going on in front of it. Because you get back to where we were when it was like we went weeks without conceding goals, and we always looked like if we let a goal in, it was going to be one. Whereas this
yeah.
season, it's been like some games you're like, fucking hell, it could have been 4 or 5 easy, or it has been four
Yeah,
or
well,
five.
a stat popped up, didn't it? It was like Newcastle have scored them, conceded the most past the 76th minute. I don't know why that was so dead on 76, but it doesn't really fill your confidence, and it just you've seen these last few games where we start to um try and kind of turn that around a bit. I mean, I know obviously Barcelona, but that's
Yeah,
just an anomaly really for the performance that we actually put in. But I think Howe's really starting to address some of the problems that we've had.
yeah, it definitely seems like it. I mean, I did panic when Burn came on. We went five at the back,
Yeah,
and I was just like, oh,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
hell,
yeah,
here we go. We're going to
yeah.
let a goal in here. But
Trivia.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
he didn't come on in the end, did he? He was meant to come on, and then did he go sit back down because Tino stayed on, didn't he?
yeah, Tino stayed on. It was meant. We were making three, wasn't it? So it was going to be Trippier, Alanga, and it was the third. Somebody else was coming on.
Burn,
I can't remember.
Dan Burn.
Burn. Oh yeah, Burn. Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah, and he just sat that back down. But I mean, ended up working. To be fair, I think what he was going to do was maybe drop Tino. I think maybe Tino just said, no, I can't, look, I'm fine. I want to play 90 minutes. Maybe that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
case, and he's probably just asked him, and then he said, okay, Kieran will just save you, because I mean, it was really good to have him
You can
back
go out and
today.
use. He can go out and use his energy tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
but
because I was watching that game thinking like about England in the summer, and I was like, obviously Tino and Reece James are both so good. Like,
yeah, the
I
two
think
best
it's
English
like
right backs for me.
for me, it's like if you were playing Spain, then I'd probably play Tino. But if you're
Yeah,
playing fucking Slovakia,
hmm
you play Reece James. You play the one who's better
yeah,
going forward, don't you, against a not so
yeah.
good team. But I think as you get further in the competition, it's like
You want
Tino's
to
a
be
better
calm,
defender.
compact. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think he's a better defender.
Yeah,
Whereas Reece James is good for
but
those like set pieces and creating chances as well.
yeah, because Tino's great with running with the ball, but then his final pass is absolutely awful,
Yeah,
isn't it? It's just
yeah, it
like
is. Yeah.
so. It's
Well,
like yeah, so he doesn't.
apart from the one he put through for Willock, that was good.
Yeah, but that was, I mean, there was no challenge there, was there? It was like
No, that
just a
wasn't
big
really.
open gap. Because
Yeah,
when I saw it the first time, I thought he must be offside.
yeah,
I
I
thought
thought
he
that
must be
too.
because there was like nobody near him. I thought, and then when they showed the replay, I was like, Jesus, about 5 yards onside. Like, what were
Yeah,
Chelsea doing?
yeah, I
Like,
know. Just switched off
like
completely,
Chelsea,
and
all that money they've spent, and like they still don't have the decent defense.
no, I know. I know it's
Or
crazy, and
or 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 really even like a decent striker because João Pedro's a 10 really, isn't he? Like,
yeah, they've struggled with a striker for years and years. He'd never really had that big name striker like they had with Diego Costa and Drogba.
yeah.
Like Arsenal's got like Gyökeres, Spurs had Harry Kane, and City has Haaland, and it's like Chelsea's never really had that big striker for a number of
But
years now.
like we said when we were doing that buy and sell thing, like, just fucking get Osherman. You spent so much fucking money. Just
And
go buy the best striker.
he was brilliant against Liverpool and in the
Yeah.
other Champions League games that he's played. So he is he's I don't know why he's out in Turkey even at his age. I don't even think he's 30 yet. But yeah, that's the type of striker, the caliber of striker that Chelsea I think need, and I think that knowing Chelsea's spending power, they probably will try and go and get finally after what 10 years.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
them
mean,
owners just they wanna buy players and make profit, don't they?
yeah,
So,
that's
like,
exactly that. But I mean, to be fair to João Pedro, I mean, I think he's on about what's he 12, 10 goals this season to
oh,
Premier
he's
League. So
class.
he's done well, but he is naturally like a 10.
Yeah, you'd want him as a support striker, would you? You'd have him, like, play off somebody else or something, but, I mean, they must have spent, like, even in what, the last 2, 3 transfer windows, they must have spent a couple of £100 million on wingers, and all their wingers are pretty shit as well. Like, they
Yeah,
played Palmer out on the wing. It's like, you know,
yeah.
you you've bought
Palmer's
that.
more like a 10 as well, isn't he? I mean, when he had that
Yeah.
season, that was it last season. I think it was unbelievable season. Like, but it's like I mean, Garnacho I think played good today. Um,
Yeah, he was alright.
but I think that I think that we had the better of him, but he looked the most lively in terms of the
Of their
person who
winger,
was
yeah.
creating the chances for them, getting the crosses in, etc. But
I know we spoke
but y-
about it before as well, but, like, they spent whatever they spent on Garnacho, 45 million or whatever, when you could get that Rayan guy from Bournemouth, like we said before, like
yeah,
30 million and stuff. It's just like Premier League tax is crazy, isn't it?
I
Like,
did think it was a
sometimes.
weird buy. Like you don't normally see like top six, top five clubs, should say now, um, selling to each other normally. So I was
Yeah. Well, I
surprised that
think he
like
was
him
like
actually going there.
they thought he's like a parasite, basically. He used to leak the team and stuff, like at Man United and that, didn't he? Apparently. I think it was him anyway, because it's now happening
He
at Chelsea. So it's,
probably is it.
but I think Chelsea probably saw an opportunity because a couple of seasons ago when Garnacho was really good for Man United, he was probably banded around for 75, 80 million. Someone would have bought him for
Yeah,
in Spain or somewhere. So
yeah,
Chelsea probably thought he's fallen out with a manager, get him in at here, get a
yeah.
good season and a half under our belt, and we might be able to double our money on him or something. Because that's just how Chelsea think at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah, and I think that I mean, they've calmed down a bit in terms of what they were doing years ago when they were just buying about 20 players a season. They've started
Yeah.
offload a few, like Disassi obviously leaving the club and other players here and there. But yeah, they just is it the manager, do you think? Is it Liam Rossini? Do you think he's the problem at the minute?
Nah, I mean, the fact that it's happened with multiple managers, I think that they've spent loads of money on like players that aren't good enough to play for a Champions League team, really, haven't they? I think that's their
Yeah,
issue.
probably, yeah.
But I can't see him being there long term. They're going to go for a
No.
top caliber manager. You'd have thought as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
But I mean, I'm looking at the table now, and it's like we're up to ninth. Obviously, Everton lost
Yeah,
today;
we
they're
are, yeah.
ahead of us 1 point. Bournemouth obviously drew. Brighton
Yeah.
won, but I mean, Fulham play. Fulham are the only team that could go above us if they win tomorrow. So, worst
We're
case scenario, we
6 points from Champions League place. Is it doable?
yeah, I know.
You never would
I
have
don't know,
thought that.
innit?
Well,
Well, I mean,
I could see us maybe
uh,
fighting for that 7th over Brentford.
that's what I
I
was just
can't
about to say. Yeah,
yeah.
I was
I
thinking
think that
now,
there's
like,
only
I
few points in that, isn't there?
think obviously the next weekend Derby Day is going to be big
Yeah, that's a
because
big one, yeah.
I think if we can win that, it would give a big lift to the squad.
Yeah,
Obviously, depending on what happens with Barcelona, if you can get a result in Barcelona, then beat Sunderland, all of a sudden you're like, could end the season on a massive high and really, like you say, grab that seventh place. But
yeah.
at the same
I
time,
think
if you lose to Barcelona, lose to Sunderland, then we're back down,
Yeah.
look, talking about 13th, 14th again. You know, it's like,
Yeah. But I think either way, I think people are saying that the Barcelona game falls at a bad time, but I actually think it falls at a good time because I think either way, if we go into that game and win that game, the confidence we're going to take in that derby at home as well. But even if we lose that game, I know as a player that I'll think that we want to make up for that on Sunday. We want to make up for that on Sunday. So we're going to go out,
well, it's
play
then
the best in that
like,
derby.
it's then like we now have to start winning these we have to win these
Yeah, we
Premier League
have to
games.
win.
So
We
like
have
your
to win.
mentality, like, you know, it's like, whereas obviously if you're winning the Champions League, the deluded fans in us will start thinking you're going to win the Champions League, so don't worry about the league. You know,
It's
it's
like
like,
it's weird the Champions League for me because I think any other competition, if it's Europa or conference, you'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna win this." But for me, I'm kind of just waiting for that moment where we get knocked out. I'm not in my head thinking, "Geez, we're gonna get to this final." I'm like in my head, I'm like,
yeah,
"At what point are we gonna get knocked out?" I mean, it's hard, it's bad to say in a way, but it's like, can you imagine us getting to the Champions League final? That's crazy. That's got to be
yeah.
one of the
I mean,
greatest achievements ever.
we're like, there's no pressure really on
There
um,
isn't. We're on the good side of
Wednesday
the
now, is
draw.
there really?
Yeah, and
But
if
it's
we
kind of
do,
like if we lose that game, it's like no one's going to be like,
yeah. No one's
holy
gonna be
shit. It's like
disheartened.
everyone thought we were going to get bummed at home, and then obviously
Yeah,
we're now playing them away. So even if we lost 4-0 at their place, it's kind of like, whatever.
yeah.
It
But
is what it is.
we've seen before where we've played PSG and PSG'd never beaten us, and we've went to PSG and got a result. And when we've been home, we absolutely smashed PSG. And though that they're arguably probably is the best team in the world. And this season we got that draw, didn't we? So I feel like it's doable against Barcelona.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's just, again, most people probably have the same mentality of a whatever happens, happens type approach, isn't it, really? Whereas the one next
Yeah,
Sunday is the one where it's like, that's where, you know, like if someone asked me now, looking at getting that result today, it's like if you could beat Barcelona or beat Sunderland, I'm like, beat Sunderland all day long now. Because it's like, it's not going to be Champions League, but that could get us towards, you know, at least Europa League for next season.